Hello. Today's video is not so much about Feldenkrais and somatic education and movement sequence, but it's more a talk about my appreciation process for photography, with a little bit of somatic knowledge sprinkled in. So it will be me talking and showing some photos. And I had the idea to this video just because I was sitting this morning for more than half an hour staring at my screen and starting to appreciate photography more than ever. There's more cameras than ever on this planet, and frankly, I think I can tell a good photo from a bad one. I guess I don't know, but I never got into the process of taking photos myself, and because I wouldn't know, I didn't, you know what I mean? When you eat food all by yourself, it's nice to have really good food and enjoy your food, but the good things are better when shared. So when I just take pictures for myself, I can look at them myself, and you know what I mean? I don't, if there's nothing to share or talk about, so at least in this video, I talk about a little bit and my appreciation process, which started by watching a video yesterday, I think. This video just came up in my suggestions on YouTube, and it was a guy, I think from Canada. He was paddling in his little boat, and he was talking about.
So, why do we shoot movies at 24 frames per second? Well, at some point, late in the last millennium, as filmmakers were trying out their new motion picture equipment, they tested and learned that for a projected image not to flicker, you needed to use a minimum of 24 frames per second. But there could not be an image on the screen at all times.
And his talk was very congruent. Like he was just talking. It was a stream of thoughts, very well sorted, arranged. It's like a lecture in a university, like really high level. He calls himself an aging practitioner. I don't know his age. Don't want to guess his age, but I liked it. I like people who are knowledgeable and are able to present their thinking, their appreciations well. And there was no cut in the video, which was interesting. So it was really like a lecture, like a seasoned lecture. And I left him a comment, and he actually replied to the comment. So as you know, I have like 200 videos here on YouTube, and most of these videos were shot on cheap pocket cameras or my iPhone 6s. And these technical devices often like worked not so much in harmony with me. So they blur out or they stop recording without me knowing. Battery issues, like there's things like right now I'm doing this video the second time because I used this microphone to record directly into my iPhone 6s because I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have a video and audio together so I don't have to separate them and put them together again? But no, my iPhone screwed up the audio recording, so now I'm recording into my little Sony, so you can have a good quality audio for the video. And yeah, my terrible devices. So this year I bought this wonderful camera, my first mirrorless camera, like a real camera. But I didn't do many videos anymore. It was just like for soothing. It's like therapy. But what good is therapy if you don't act later? So you have a traumatic past, you experience things that affect you emotionally, and then you fix them in therapy, but it only makes sense if you continue practicing. So this was my question. My question was, my camera was sitting in its bag most of the time, so how would I get into photography? And Maarten Maarten replied to me in his comment, what were you thinking when you bought the camera? take it out and start shooting. Walk around downtown or in a large park, find interesting details, try multiple angles, or try some of the interesting features like time-lapse burst mode. So much to play with that there's got to be something that intrigues you. So I went on my bicycle and went to a spot where the river meets the lake because it's nice and was a sunny day yesterday, and I took a couple of photos with my new expensive camera and tried to appreciate. It's like force appreciate. You can imagine how well that went. I want to show you the photos. So today I went through these pictures myself. I sit here with my little green tea matcha latte and had a look at the pictures. So first I took a picture of the beach, and you can see there's some people. And then I wonder if the edges are blurry or not. It's like, is there like less sharp in the edges? Well, okay, that's a photo. Then one shot, these are straight out of the camera, without any photo manipulation. So, okay, so there's helps me remind of yesterday. So there's the little river. Another photo. I took a photo of an airplane. Little plane there. And there's interesting. There's like a spot here on the left upper corner. Anyways, so there's a plane here. Plane. Okay, next picture. Boat. Okay, there's many details here. There's some logs of wood, and there's boat and the city in the background, and more ships. So I can zoom around this photo. Okay, ship. And various locations. So, okay, a little ship on the right, a little ship on the left. Make it full screen maybe. Okay. Well, another picture. I like this one. Is my shoe and some stones. I like it. It's dark, contrast. Everything is sharp. It's nice. I like it. It looks very nice. I like it. Good picture. Good picture. Good. Very well. And okay. I took this picture. Look, I thought it's a complex scenery. There's a lot to see here, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at in total. There's some trees. Okay, the water. The water was very nice. The creek. Okay, then have a look at some of the iPhone pictures. So I open my first iPhone pictures and bam! Wow! That was something else. It's a big, big panorama, and everything is sharp. There's nothing blurry in the corners. It's just big and beautiful. I like it. It's like so much better. It's like the iPhone 6s, but it seems to be so much better than the expensive Sony. My God, it's like a big panorama. Isn't it beautiful? Like how the river meets the little lake, and you can see Switzerland in the background and the little mountain. It's just gorgeous. I went to the other side a little bit of this little harbor, this little beach, and you can see a little bit into the water. You can really feel, almost smell the the water, and see the ship. Wow, it's so nice. And I also took a shot of this complex scenery, and yeah, It's nice, it's big. I don't see how this is worse than than, than the mirrorless camera. So I had a side-to-side comparison to see how they stack up next to each other, and yes, they're the same. Um, I don't see much of a difference. But then I looked at the details and I zoomed in. Look at the details. So there's no comparison. The iPhone on the right, it's just like flat and it's like not pixelated, but there's like it's like I don't know, compared to the left, the left one has detail. It's the colors. There's such a big range of colors, and you can look into the shadows, and even in the shadows there's details. Like it's not black, but it's dark green, and you can see the leaves. Everything is alive, and the longer I look at it, the more I start to see in the water, in the just the texture of the wood. And then after having looked at so many details, when I zoom out again, I still see the details. And even though it's the same picture, I myself have changed because now I appreciate the picture from the bigger camera so much more, and I know so much more about what I can see and what I didn't see before. And it looks so much deeper. So I think here's a connection with the somatic education. When we do movement and we look at the movement in very, very detail, we take the time, have a setting where we can look at the small, the small differences in movement. And then when we step back and we're in our daily lives again, the difference and the appreciation is still there. And that's one of the things I love about the somatic education and the movement sequences I teach, the way I teach it, because it deepens my appreciation for being human, being alive, being with other people, being able to see and see other people, work with other people, being able just to sit here, to feel like I have more weight on my left sit bone now. I have more weight on my left leg, and my left foot is over my right foot, and I'm leaning a little bit. I have a little bit of side bending, and even though I have a little bit of side bending to the left, my spine is rotated to the right and a little bit upwards. That's like totally natural. It's like a law for side bending, like how everything connects. It's it's just nice to be able to feel that and to appreciate it. So that was today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.